The challenges in human resource management in a multinational company context with relation to global staffing, training, and development. This video presentation is a University of West London project for International Human Resources Management module and presented to you by 3 students, Eva, Alex, and Aaron. During the presentation, the following topics will be discussed. Firstly, the basic definitions of the topic, then some HR policies and practices will be introduced. After, we will look at some examples, and finally, examine the results so far. Definitions. In this presentation, we will be discussing multinational companies. These are enterprises operating in several countries but managed from just one country. Generally, any company or group that derives a quarter of its revenue from operations outside of its home country is considered multinational corporation. Now, defining human resources management is a bit harder as it is a really broad topic. Numerous sources agree, however, that it combines the process of recruitment and selection of employees, provides orientation and induction, training and development, assesses the employee with tools such as performance appraisals, provides compensation and benefits, motivates, and finally maintains proper relations with employees and maintains the safety and welfare of employees in compliance with the labor laws of the land. Human resource teams in multinational companies face global talent challenges. These are significant HR-embedded business issues that focus on managing a firm to ensure just the right amount of the right talent and motivation, at the right place, at the right price, during all economic and financial ups and downs in a very competitive world, for the purposes of balancing the workforce with the needs of the firm in the short term, and positioning the firm to have the workforce needed in the long term. As we will later see, a lot depends on how successfully companies tackle these challenges. Their efforts are what's called global talent management, which is a systematic use of specific HR policies and practices to manage the several global talent challenges that a firm confronts. These include specific aspects of HR policies and practices related to location and relocation management, planning and forecasting, staffing, which includes attracting, selecting, retaining, reducing, and removing said staff, training and developing and evaluating employees consistent with the firm's strategic directions while taking into account the evolving concerns of the workforce and regulatory requirements.
Due in part to the existence of many different forces and shapers of the global talent challenges, there are many possible HR policies and practices that firms can use in their global talent management initiatives. Matching an accurate diagnosis of a firm's strategy and talent management situation with possible HR policies and practices is the first step in gaining and sustaining a global competitive advantage. Specific aspects of some HR policies and practices that can be systematically selected and coordinated by multinational firms in their global talent management initiatives include location planning and relocation management, HR planning and forecasting, staffing, which is attraction and selection, retention, reduction, and removal. Moving on to training and development, performance assessment, and compensation. Now, let us look at specific examples of HR policies and practices which combat global talent challenges. Firstly, staffing. Multinational companies find that regardless of their worldwide location, it is challenging to find workers with the competencies they need to perform a wide variety of jobs at the wage rates offered. Workers at every level are more important than ever to multinationals that hope to be competitive both globally and locally. As a consequence, firms have to make themselves more attractive. In doing so, they are finding that they differentiate the pool of potential applicants and construct different approaches to making themselves attractive. In other words, they develop different employee value propositions, or EVPs for short. In a 2014 research conducted by eHotelier, 86% of employees would not work for a company with bad employer reputation, even if they offer higher salaries than companies with good reputation. Moreover, 68% of employees view the treatment and the support provided by the employer to be extremely important, along with good relationship between management and staff at 65%, training and development offered at 51%, and the quality of products or services at just 36%. Of course, multinational companies can also utilize a strategy involving the mergers and or acquisitions to facilitate and enhance the acquisition of key talent. This strategy can also reduce the need for the firm to provide training and development programs in order to develop competencies needed from the key talent. Once we have managed to hire the right staff, the challenge comes in retaining them. Retaining talent is one of the biggest talent management challenges for global hospitality companies. Historically, annual turnover rates at these companies have been between 25 and 35%, according to a research by Deloitte. A variety of factors contribute to high turnover rates, as for many, hospitality is perceived as an early career opportunity, which also includes long hours, pressure to study during off hours, and an up or out partnership model. Jim Wall, the managing director of human resources at Deloitte, estimated that every percentage point drop in an annual turnover rates, which, if you remember, were between 25 and 35%, equated to a savings of $400 to $500 million for the firm. To stem the turnover tide among early career hospitality workers, some firms have attempted to increase long-term commitment by providing data to their employees. Employees who stay at least 6 years with their first employer are likely to earn higher pay at other firms when they do eventually leave. Numerous sources indicate that effective retention strategies include top management making a strong commitment that talent management is a priority for all employees, assessing the efficiency of current recruiting sources, expanding the list of recruiting sources, sourcing talent globally, constantly monitoring labor markets worldwide, establishing diversity programs, establishing accountability amongst managers for retention goals, and rewarding managers for improving talent retention.
Training and development. In locations where competencies fall short of what the multinational company needs, training and development programs can be used to improve the quality of talent available and, at the same time, increase a company's appeal as an employer. Multinational firms offer attractive career management opportunities, or otherwise known as graduate manager programs. Hilton, Marriott, Intercontinental Hotel Group, and all major players have them, and they are considered widely successful. Applying this more broadly, multinational companies can be expected to encourage internal markets even more, allowing employees to move around from job to job more freely, with rapid promotion for high-performing employees. To address the need for leaders and managers with a global mindset that is broader than knowledge about the details of local country operations, many Chinese companies have begun sending their best managers to intensive management training programs, such as those offered through a corporate university or business school. Others have filled this capability gap by looking for employees outside China. Results of effective human resources policies and practices for global talent management initiatives. There are several potential results that are likely to follow from human resources policies and practices of global talent management initiatives that successfully address a multinational company's global talent challenges. In particular, it is argued that addressing the global talent challenges improves the company's success in having the right people at the right place at the right time with the needed competencies and motivation, and at the right place at all levels and locations of the firm. In time, these effects accumulate and deepen the company's future positioning for all positions within the company, both anticipated and unanticipated, in all current and future locations around the world. Also, further results are a variety of employee value propositions EVPs, and an attractive employer brand image.